third quarter about ready to get underway. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Now here is Jack. Checking out the group for David Black to start the second half. Jarrett Jack is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then there's Carlos Boozer. Then it's Jefferson, and it's Varejao in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Right side Boozer, clock at 4. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Jefferson kicks to Jack. Boozer with the screen for Jack. He dishes it to Varejao. Feeds it to Boozer. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way. Outside Curry. Shot on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Curry's got the first bucket of the third here for the Warriors.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach. And now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
First free throw is good.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Anderson Varejao hits them both. Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, what, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body.
That's a
I
good
don't know
point,
if he's
yeah.
necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. And remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Jack passes to Shumpert. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Outside Shumpert. Picked by Varejao. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Shumpert's got his second basket of the night. Warriors have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Pass to Bogut. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson against Jack. He's feeling it. And another basket basket for Golden State.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Now here's Shumpert. He has 5. Boozer with a screen for Shumpert. Passes it to Boozer. Pulls up. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors leading by 15. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
2 shots.
No good on that one. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
And he's good on the second.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
Now here's Williams. He has 7. Dishes it to Bergeron. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Warriors leading by 14. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He told them to always have their eyes up, always be looking for passing lanes and ways to get the ball into the low post. That was the brunt of his message. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris. Mozgov with the block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Curry against Shumpert. 6 to shoot from past the arc. And it's Curry again from deep. Curry's got 15.
Back-to-back threes for him. Defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3 or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here's Williams. He's got 7. Mozgov drives in, and he dunks it down.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
Here's Curry. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. With some arc, Mozgov, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Mozgov and Blant with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blant?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
Now Thornton, Harrison Barnes missing on the three. Johnson dishes to Williams. Picked by Mozgov. Marcus Thornton on the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thornton's got his second bucket of the night. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the score by Golden State. And the foul on Mo Williams. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Curry. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. He feeds it to Green. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Johnson. Here's Curry. Outside Green. No good off the front iron.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Johnson the screen. In the corner, Thornton with it. And it's Thornton again missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
That's good.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed. They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Okay, man, put your hands together for your Warriors girls.
And now a look at the point guards who have been taking matters into their own hands this past month. These are the top scorers at their position. Second, Stephen Curry.
And this is a group of guys who have that uncanny knack to simply score and put points up while they find ways to get the rest of the team involved. Really the complete package.
And to me, that's what makes them so special. I mean, they don't have one way to punish you offensively. They've got several. You want your point guard to be the most versatile player on the squad, and these guys are.
And another miss by Cleveland.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Williams following the basket by Stephen Curry. Outside Williams. Barnes against Shumpert. Back to Williams. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the dunk by Barnes.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Here's Thornton Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Kicks it to Williams. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Curry against Shumpert. Curry kicks to Spates. Outside Curry. Puts up a three, and the shot is good. Curry's got 17 points here in the second half.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Shots good by Williams.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Outside Curry. And he gets the bucket. Curry's got 26 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now here's Williams. He's got 15. Jumper off the screen. Thornton. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Curry passes to Barbosa. The feed to Bogut. Curry against Shumpert. Here's Spates. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Johnson dishes to Shumpert. And the pass to Mozgov. 4 on the clock. From downtown. Shumpert, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Curry kicks to Barbosa. Offensive rebound. Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. To the inside. And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Thornton. 8 points for Timofey Mozgov. Down low, Spates. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Shumpert up top, covered by Barnes. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And the first one at the line is good.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Livingston in for Curry. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Hart. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year. And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now here is Jack. The dish now to Boozer. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Boozer's got 11 points. Warriors leading by 22. Here's Livingston. Count that one.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here's Boozer. He's got 11. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Golden State. Here is Livingston. Pass to Thompson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
With one.
And as we can and thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. The Warriors shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. Azili is out there with McAdoo. And it's Livingston in at the 1. That's the Warriors' foul. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
The Warriors making a switch here. Babs checked in. And so Ezeli nails both of them.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically, 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out, watch out.
Rush the pass to Ezeli. Here is Livingston. Rebounded by Capella.
And a footnote to Ezeli. One of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization, and I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. That's good. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Livingston kicks to McAdoo. Rush dishes to Ezeli. Feeds it to McAdoo. Rush the pass to Livingston. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. From 18 feet away. Ezeli kicks to Livingston. Pass to McAdoo. He dishes it to Bab. Second chance shot. Ezeli. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And they've also worked hard to get the ball inside. They haven't just settled. And they've hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
Here's Black. Capella dishes to Dellavedova. Pulls up on the wing. Jefferson passing to Brown. Here's Dellavedova. A step back shot here. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Here is Livingston. And McAdoo kicks to Rush. Golden State needs to get off a shot. They get it again. And he uses the glass on the layup.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Jefferson's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Rush dishes to Azili. Poked loose. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Babb kicks to Livingston. Shoots off the screen. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Dellavedova kicks to Capella. Here's Dellavedova. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Warriors shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Now Rush to the inside. And here is Brown. He kicks to Dellavedova. They set the pick. They need this one. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Dellavedova's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Passes it to Rush. Lots of room. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Dellavedova. Inside, here's Capella. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season.
2 shots.
Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
That free throw, no good.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Richard Jefferson. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Free throw, good. Shumpert. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And both free throws good from Iman Shumpert.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Looney's checked in for McAdoo. Now here's Shumpert. Dishes it to Dellavedova. Off target with his three.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. They had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
Now here's Brown. Here's Dellavedova. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Barbosa with it. He feeds it to Azili. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
The Cavaliers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Dellavedova. Kicks it to Shumpert.
Well, we all know that #1 overall picks are incredibly valuable. I mean, they can change the course and face of an entire franchise. Last season, the playoffs were full of teams that featured #1 overall picks.
And guys, teams with the #1 overall pick tend to go very deep in the playoffs, just the nature of how the NBA lottery and rebuilding structure works.
Yeah, and in the playoffs last season, every team in the conference semis but one had a #1 overall pick on their roster, so that one team was the Grizzlies.
And both free throws good from Iman Shumpert.
Take a look at what Shumpert's done. 10 points, and he's knocked down 5 shots at the charity stripe. Good numbers for him.
Yeah, they are. It's been a nice element of his game today.
Here's Rush. The feed now to Barbosa. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Shooting for Golden State, Leandro Barbosa. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Barbosa. And Barbosa drops them both.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Here's Dellavedova. It's stolen. Now here is Barbosa. Top of the key, Azili. Livingston passes to Rush. Azili kicks to Barbosa. Here's the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Barbosa's got 4 points this quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Shooting one.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Brown.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
Some doubted how the flopping fines would have worked. Overall, there have been less egregious flops for the better in the NBA.
Yeah, and there will always be room for embellishment, but I like the fines because it really does minimize the number of extravagant flops. Guys have adjusted, and they're not laying down as much as they used to.
Here's Dellavedova. On the wing, Shumpert. Wide open look, and that one's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now the pass to Looney. There's the dish to Barbosa. Pass to Livingston. Here's Looney. Here is Livingston, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Clearly, they've been outclassed in the paint, really at both ends of the floor.
Here's Dellavedova. Got a piece of it. Here is Livingston. Now Barbosa. Over in the corner, Livingston. 4 on the clock from outside the arc. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist by Livingston. Livingston's got 6 assists here tonight. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Dellavedova. Feeds it to Shumpert.
Well, the game's getting bigger, going international. But at least in the U.S., it really seems the game is going indoors. Back in the day, the legends of the game still played on the blacktop. That's becoming a thing of the past.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here is Livingston. 9 feet out. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Dellavedova. To the paint. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Livingston. Livingston's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the screen. And Barbosa has it in the corner. They grab their own miss, and he gets it to go.
They've done a terrific job of getting offensive rebounds and then converting those here in the second half. I mean, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but they've turned them all into points.
Now, here's Thornton. He dishes it to Shumpert. Pass to Dellavedova. Outside Shumpert. On the wing, Thornton. Dellavedova from outside. The shot is off. And Golden State will come the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Curry. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Now here's Shumpert. 16 seconds left in the game. The jump hook. Rush grabs the miss.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. As a unit, the team seemed to have a cohesive approach out there. How important was the lift you got from the bench?
Just do it as a team. You know, it's not an individual effort. We're a real deep team this year. We got a lot of guys who would start on some good teams, so we just did it collectively.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. It's hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how he's been playing recently, and this was huge for him to come out and have a great night. You can really tell a lot about a player, how they break out of a slump. He responded exactly the way he needed to.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon, and good night, everybody.